Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the month of April or whenever this may find you. Now, I'm getting a very strong message for all of the signs this month about the energy of our environment. So, April might very well be a good time for you to consider cleansing your environment, whether that means a spring cleaning, a purge, or even smudging your home. I personally recommend all of the above. So I'm going to get started today with a little bit of Palo Santo. And I want you to remember that even if you're not here, even if you can't smell the Palo Santo, even if you are not witness to the smoke, that's okay, because it's not the smell or the smoke that's actually changing the energy of yourself and your environment, but it is the spirit of Palo Santo. And of course, all spirits can be all encompassing everywhere, all at once, all at the same time. So I'm going to get started with our reading today with the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. This is by Kelly Smith. I call this my OG deck because I've been using it the longest. I've got the most experience with it, the most feedback from it. And I also call it my tough love deck because that is exactly what it does. It calls us on our shit when we need it. If you are joining me afterwards for the extended reading, I'm going to be pulling cards from the Unshakable Inner Peace deck, which is by Shannon Kaiser. We've also got the Romance Oracle, which is by Doreen Virtue. And finally, we're going to also be pulling a card from the Animal Spirits. And this is, again, if you're going to be joining me at the very end for the extended reading. The extended reading is available to all Sacred Self-Empowered community members. So that's a beautiful community we've got over in the school group, and we meet at least twice a month on Zoom as well. We usually do at least one oracle card reading just with the group, a group reading, and the other call is varies from month to month. So let's see, what does a Scorpio collective need to know? And if you're new here, I'm Scorpio moon, so I'm listening. I'm listening not only for all of you, but for myself as well. What does the Scorpio collective need to know most for the month of April, please? Or again, whenever this may find you. And I need to know, Scorpio, too. You could be watching for your sun, your moon, your rising, anywhere else in your chart. And we're starting this energy off with a new door. There's a new opportunity coming our way in the month of April. And I bet you guess what, I'm excited for that. I'm also a number 5 life path. So I love change. I absolutely love change. When new things are coming our way, it's always such an exciting time for me. And I'm not surprised that we're getting this in Aries season, right? Because what is Aries? Aries is all about new beginnings. Aries is all about new change, new things being ushered in. This says your prayers have been answered and a new door is being held open for you. So how can you be opportunity ready for this? Making sure that, again, the energy of your home and the energy of your environment and the energy where you spend the most of your time is cleansed. That's really important with being opportunity ready, because sometimes when our vibration is lower, when we're stuck in an area of despair or fear or worry or doubt or insecurity, or what if this doesn't work out, then we're keeping our vibration low and we may even miss something that's right in front of our face. So there's definitely an opportunity here for all of us, Scorpio, to be really mindful of our energy so that we don't miss this new opportunity that could be coming our way. And again, I'm kind of listening for myself here. I've got some big things that I'm working on manifesting right now. So I'm like, ooh, is that a literal new door? That would be nice if it was. So I'm looking for a new door right now, please and thank you. But there's definitely something here. I feel like for some of us, it'll be in, like a relationship, a new job. For those of you who are here for career, I feel like this could be a shift in business. If you're here, if you're in business for yourself, this could be a shift in what you do, how you do it, who you serve. If you're a maker, this could be a new product, new inspiration, a new collaboration, a new contract. This will be different for each and every one of us, right? Yes, we all share in common that we have this planet as one of our main planets, but where this is going to show up for us is going to be different for each and every one of us. What else does the Scorpio collective need to know for the month ahead, please? Okay, we're getting resolved. So yeah, they're so connected. So there's a period of inner conflict, a period of indecision, that's been going on with you, Scorpio? I feel this. I feel this. I feel this. And this card is going to say that it's time to make a decision, okay? We can't be wishy-washy. We've got to like just make the decision and stick with it. Stick with the energy of decision. Sometimes when we make decisions, the ego comes in and is like, are you sure you want to do that? You might just grow outside of your comfort zone if you do that. And I don't know about that. It's scary out there. Scary out there. We might get eaten by a saber-toothed tiger. So we should stay right here inside the comfort zone. And so many of us have been listening to the ego for so long that it's really uncomfortable to ignore the ego. It's really uncomfortable to ignore that self-sabotage, to work through it, to push through it, to take action anyways, even when we're feeling all this resistance, all this procrastination, all this avoidance. And that's what this is about. Inner conflict and indecision. We have been avoiding making a decision for quite some time now. We've been avoiding it. Why? Because it's uncomfortable, because it pushes us outside of our comfort zone, because this requires change. This requires self-awareness. This requires action. This requires us to be bold and brave and courageous and really, really step into more full alignment with our true path and purpose. And that can be really scary. We wear all these masks, right? We wear all these masks of who people think we're supposed to be and who we think we should be. And, we wear all these different masks, but I feel like for us, Scorpio, in the month ahead, it's like peeling back these masks and showing up in a way that our heart is telling us to show up, even if that's not what people expect us to do, even if that's not how people expect us to be. Can we get a clarifier on this, okay? A clarifier on this indecision, inner conflict. Can we get a clarifier on this resolve card? Recognition. Okay, someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. And I feel like for many of us, look at this, Master 33, okay? I feel like for a lot of us, Scorpio, this person that needs to be recognized is ourselves. Recognizing yourself, taking the time to really see all the work that you've been done. They can be hard. We can be really critical of ourselves, right? It can be really challenging to see how far we've come, especially when you're not quite reaching the goals that you have set out for yourself yet. And I know this. I've been coaching women for 10 years, so I talk a lot about this inside of my different programs. And, sometimes I feel like a hypocrite because like, here I am living it, going through it day by day. And I'm really vulnerable with my soulmate clients. So I tell them when I'm struggling too, but I'm like, oh my gosh, we've got to really see when we're in the thick of it, when we're struggling, when we're in a season of growth, a challenging season, it's so important then more than ever to look back and see how far we've come. There's someone here who needs to be recognized. And I feel like for most of us, Scorpio, it's you. Can you see how far you have come? Maybe for some of you, you won't resonate with that. And there is someone else in your life that needs to be recognized because this indecision, this period of indecision, it could be related to them. This was a clarifier for that resolve card, right? This period of indecision, it's time to make a decision. Maybe there's someone else that needs to be recognized. And we all could use that from time to time, that little bit of appreciation, right? Whether it's appreciation for ourselves or appreciation for someone else in our lives, we can all use that. Is there any challenge for the month ahead for the Scorpio collective, please? What is the challenge? Okay, spiritual teacher, you're being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. So some of you, I feel, are already working as healers, mentors, guides. And some of you are like, what are you talking about? I am not a spiritual teacher. I work in a bank, I work in a library, whatever it is that you do. This is telling you to step into your role, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean profession or career, but your role as a spiritual teacher. So let's use, for example, I've worked with one woman who was a kindergarten teacher. And she's not going to work as a healer. She's not going to work as a medium or a psychic. She's not going to work as a coach. She is a kindergarten teacher and she loves being a kindergarten teacher. But let me tell you, she touches the souls of the children that she works with. She is stepping into her role as a spiritual teacher. She is, by being the light being that she is, by sharing her light. And she teaches the children about nature and Mother Earth and treating each other kindly and reciprocity and, harmony and all of those beautiful things. So she is stepping into her role as a spiritual teacher. So you may not resonate with the word spiritual teacher, but there is definitely something here for you, Scorpio. There's something here for you about stepping more fully into your true path, your true purpose, your highest timeline. And I mean, that's a lot for a monthly reading, right? Like, that's a lot for a monthly reading, stepping into your role. There's something here about, okay, you got new opportunity. So there is something here for you. Maybe some of you are here for business, okay? Maybe some of you are here for career. Maybe some of you are working as a healer, an intuitive, a coach, a guide, a mentor. And if that's the case, I feel like there's something really big coming here for you in the month of April. So you've got resolve. You've been thinking about this, and it's time to make a decision about it. You've got recognition. Recognize how far you've come. Some of you, I feel, are probably being hard on yourself. Like, oh, how could I possibly do that when I'm not even that far on my journey? Or I'm still making these mistakes, or I'm still struggling with this, or I'm still struggling with that, or maybe I need to take 10,000 courses before I actually do anything. No. Now is the time. Now is the time, okay? It's not you're ready when, you'll be ready when. You're ready right now. And, I had a program, the Soulpreneur Intensive, where I really helped a lot of entrepreneurial women, soul-led entrepreneurs create their own coaching programs. And in this program, I always taught, who were you 5 years ago or 5 steps ago? Because that's who your soulmate client likely is. It's someone who's just like you. What have you already overcome? We got that with the recognition card, right? What is it that you have already overcome? Can you see how far you've come? Because what you can do is you can help people who are just like who you used to be. We've lived 1,000 different versions, and we're going to live 1,000 more. And where you are today, you are perfectly capable of helping all of the previous versions of yourself. And there's so many people in the world right now who resonate with those previous versions of you. So if they resonate with those previous versions of you, and if you knew then what you know now, you probably could have expedited your journey a little, don't you think? So you are perfectly capable right now of helping all of your soulmate clients. I also have a little biased belief. I believe that all of our soulmate clients created soul contracts with us before we even got here, before we even incarnated on this earth. So they're going to work with you regardless, right? Again, not all of you are going to be here for career, and that's okay. This is also going to show up for you in, what you do in the day-to-day. So whether that's a career, like a job, or even in your community, with your friends, with your family, you are being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher, Scorpio. That's a big message for a monthly reading. So let's see, what else does the Scorpio collective need to know for the month ahead, please? Hey, Earth shifts. So, my Scorpios, I know this because this is me. Earth shifts. You're tuning into the collective, okay? So if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling overwhelmed, well, yeah, the Earth is kind of going through it right now, isn't she? The Earth is kind of going through it. But at the same time, this also tells us that you are also feeling the natural rhythms and cycles of the earth. And what is Aries season? What season are we in now? It is spring. New things are blossoming. We're sowing seeds. Things are coming back to life. There's so much goodness here. You're very connected to Mother Earth, and as such, you experience all that she does. So if you're feeling the collective anxiety, you're feeling the collective overwhelm, you're feeling the collective fear, whatever, that's fine. Grab yourself some Florida water, put it in a spray bottle, cleanse your energy, ground your energy, go outside, connect with Mother Earth, Pachamama, our great mother. She wants to take all of your hucha, all your dark, dense, heavy energy. She wants to turn it into food for something else. Okay? Connect with the earth. Put up your energy protection so you don't have to feel all that. You don't have to, even if you're an empath, you don't have to. And to recognize the beauty and the goodness in all of these earth shifts. The beauty of the fact that it is spring. Everything is coming back to life. New opportunities, new beginnings, energy, new energy. Can't you feel that energy? The sun is coming out more, new energy. I feel alive. The days are getting longer, brighter. There is so much goodness here for you in the month ahead, Scorpio, for us, for us, for us. Are you resonating with this? You have to let me know down below in the comments. And if you're new here, I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. I do these videos once a month. I also have some guided meditations here on my channel, some older exercise and macro videos you can find, as well as a few master classes. And if you are going to be sticking around for the extended reading, like I said, I'll jump into 3 more decks and I'll pull a couple more cards from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. You can find the link to join that extended reading, as well as the link to all of these Oracle decks down below in the comments. And I will see you over on the extended.